Hey there, fellow food lovers, let's talk vegan meal prep, but hold on, we're doing it on a budget. I know what you might be thinking. Vegan, budget-friendly, do those even go together? You bet they do. We're about to bust that myth wide open. It's true, going vegan is trending like never before. People everywhere are discovering the incredible benefits of plant-based eating, but there's this idea floating around that being vegan means emptying your wallet. Let me tell you, that's simply not true. With a little planning and some savvy shopping, eating vegan can be super affordable. In fact, it can even save you money in the long run. Less processed food, more whole ingredients, your wallet and your body will thank you. One of the biggest misconceptions about veganism is that it requires fancy, expensive ingredients. Nope, we're all about embracing simplicity here. Think beans, lentils, rice, oats. These pantry staples are like the superheroes of the vegan world, and they're incredibly budget-friendly. Another myth, that you need to shop at specialty stores to find what you need. Wrong again. Your local grocery store is a goldmine of affordable vegan goodies. We're going to explore how to navigate those aisles like a pro and find the best deals. Think of this as a fun challenge, a chance to get creative in the kitchen. We're going to unlock a world of flavor without spending a fortune. Ready to dive in? You know what's even better than affordable vegan food? Affordable vegan food that's bursting with flavor. We're not talking about bland and boring here. We're talking about meals so delicious, you'll want to make them on repeat. The secret? Spices, my friends. Spices are like magical flavor enhancers, and they won't break the bank. With a little creativity, you can transform simple ingredients into culinary masterpieces. And when it comes to cooking, we're all about efficiency. We'll explore time-saving techniques like batch cooking and one-pot wonders, because who wants to spend all their time in the kitchen when there's a world of deliciousness to enjoy? Get ready to embark on an exciting adventure in plant-based eating, without the stress on your wallet. We'll uncover the joys of vegan meal prep, debunk those pesky myths about cost, and equip you with practical tips and tricks to make it a breeze. From savvy shopping strategies to flavor-boosting techniques, we've got you covered. So, are you ready to transform your kitchen into a haven of affordable vegan deliciousness? Let's get cooking. Let's face it, grocery shopping can be a bit overwhelming, right? Especially when you're on a mission to eat healthy and save money at the same time. But fear not, my friend, because I'm here to tell you that your local supermarket is actually a vegan budgeter's paradise. First things first, ditch the idea that you need to shop at fancy health food stores to find what you need. Sure, they have their place, but your regular supermarket is packed with affordable vegan goodies just waiting to be discovered. Think of it like a treasure hunt. The key is to know where to look. Head straight to the produce section, your new happy place. Fresh fruits and veggies are not only good for you, but they're also way more budget-friendly than processed snacks and ready-made meals. Load up on those leafy greens, colorful peppers, and vibrant root vegetables. And don't forget about the frozen food aisle. Frozen fruits and vegetables are often just as nutritious as fresh and can be a lifesaver when you're short on time. Plus, they're usually cheaper and won't spoil as quickly. Score! Alright, let's talk about one of my favorite money-saving strategies, buying in bulk. I know it might seem a bit intimidating at first, but trust me, it's a game changer for your wallet and your pantry. Think about those pantry staples we talked about earlier. Beans, lentils, rice, quinoa. They all have a long shelf life and are much cheaper when you buy them in larger quantities. Look for bulk bins at your local supermarket or check out online retailers for even bigger savings. Now you might be thinking, but Angela, what if I don't use all of that before it goes bad? Don't worry, I've got you covered. Once you've stocked up on your bulk buys, portion them out into smaller containers and store them in a cool, dry place. And here's a pro tip: label everything with the date so you can keep track of how long you've had it. No more mystery ingredients hiding in the back of your pantry. When it comes to budget-friendly vegan cooking, versatility is key. We want ingredients that can pull double or even triple duty in our recipes, saving us time and money. And luckily for us, the vegan world is full of these multi-talented superstars. Take lentils, for example. These little legumes are packed with protein and fiber, and they're incredibly versatile. Use them in soups, stews, salads, or even as a meatless ground beef substitute. The possibilities are endless. Another one of my favorites, chickpeas. Roast them with spices for a crunchy snack, blend them into hummus, or toss them into salads for extra protein and texture. And don't forget about tofu, the ultimate blank canvas for flavor. Marinate it, bake it, scramble it, tofu can do it all. By choosing ingredients that can be used in multiple ways, you'll not only save money but also reduce food waste. Unlocking hidden treasures. One of the best things about eating vegan on a budget is getting creative with ingredients that other people might overlook. You know what I'm talking about? Those often forgotten heroes hiding in plain sight at the grocery store. Take oats, for example. They're not just for breakfast anymore. Ground oats make an excellent and inexpensive substitute for breadcrumbs in veggie burgers and meatballs. And speaking of veggie burgers, don't be afraid to experiment with different beans and grains to create your own unique blends. And let's not forget about those ugly fruits and vegetables that supermarkets often discount. They might not be the prettiest, but they're just as delicious and nutritious as their more aesthetically pleasing counterparts. Embrace those imperfections and turn them into soups, smoothies, or sauces where their appearance won't matter one bit. Cooking up savings. Alright, now that we've got our shopping game plan down, let's talk about how to make the most of those amazing ingredients in the kitchen. Remember, vegan cooking on a budget isn't just about buying smart, it's also about cooking smart. One of my top tips: don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Pre-cut fruits and veggies might seem convenient, but they often come with a higher price tag. Embrace the art of chopping, slicing, and dicing. It's a great way to save money and get a little arm workout in at the same time. Another way to save money in the kitchen is to make the most of your appliances. Your oven is your friend. Roasting veggies might seem like a small thing, but it transforms their flavor and texture, making even the simplest dishes taste gourmet. Plus, it's a great way to use up those slightly wilted veggies in your fridge. And speaking of appliances, don't underestimate the power of your slow cooker. This magical kitchen helper is perfect for budget-friendly meals like soups, stews, and chilies. Just throw in your ingredients in the morning and come home to a delicious and comforting meal that's ready to go. Batch it up for busy days. Let's be honest, life gets busy. Between work, errands, and social commitments, who has time to cook elaborate meals every single night? That's where the magic of batch cooking comes in. Batch cooking is one of my favorite time-saving and money-saving hacks. It's all about dedicating a couple of hours one day a week to cook up a big batch of something delicious that you can enjoy for days to come. Think of it as investing in your future self, the one who will thank you later when they have a healthy and homemade meal ready to go after a long day. So what are the best things to batch cook? Grains like quinoa, rice, and farro are great options, as they keep well in the fridge and can be used in countless ways throughout the week. Lentils and beans are another fantastic choice, forming the base for hearty salads, soups, and stews. And don't forget about veggies. Roasted vegetables like sweet potatoes, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts make a delicious and nutritious addition to any meal. Store them in airtight containers in the fridge, and you'll have ready-to-eat goodness at your fingertips all week long. One-pot wonders to the rescue. Okay, let's talk about another one of my favorite things: one-pot meals. These culinary heroes are a busy vegan's dream come true, requiring minimal effort and even fewer dishes to wash. Music to my ears. The beauty of one-pot meals lies in their simplicity. You basically throw all your ingredients into one pot, whether it's a stock pot, Dutch oven, or even a large skillet, and let them simmer away until they're cooked to perfection. It's that easy. One-pot pasta dishes are a personal favorite. You can pack in tons of veggies, use plant-based milk for a creamy sauce, and toss in your favorite protein source for a complete and satisfying meal. Curries are another great option, bursting with flavor and perfect for using up leftover vegetables. And let's not forget about soups. One-pot soups are a breeze to make, especially when you use pre-chopped veggies and canned beans. Get creative with different flavor combinations and don't be afraid to experiment with spices. Spice up your life without spending a fortune. Here's a little secret. Spices are a budget-conscious cook's best friend. They have this incredible ability to transform even the simplest dishes into flavor-packed masterpieces, and the best part, they won't break the bank. Instead of relying on expensive pre-made sauces and flavorings, explore the world of spices and create your own unique blends. Think of your spice rack as an artist's palette, each spice a different color ready to paint your dishes with vibrant flavors. Start by stocking up on some basic spices like cumin, turmeric, coriander, paprika, and chili powder. These versatile spices can be used in countless ways, adding depth and complexity to soups, stews, curries, and roasted vegetables. And don't be afraid to get adventurous. Experiment with different flavor combinations and explore spices from different cultures. A little sprinkle of this, a dash of that, and voila, you've created a flavor explosion without spending a fortune. Plan to eat to plan. Let's talk about meal planning, shall we? I know, it doesn't sound like the most exciting topic, but trust me on this one. Meal planning is like the secret sauce to a stress-free and budget-friendly vegan lifestyle. Think about it. When you plan your meals in advance, you're way less likely to make those impulsive, hangry decisions that often lead to unhealthy takeout or expensive restaurant meals. And who hasn't been there? We've all fallen victim to the lure of convenience after a long day. But here's the thing. Meal planning doesn't have to be this rigid, time-consuming chore. It's all about finding what works for you and your lifestyle. Some people like to plan out every single meal for the entire week, while others prefer a more flexible approach, prepping a few key components that can be mixed and matched throughout the week. The important thing is to have a plan, even if it's just a loose one. It's about setting yourself up for success and making healthy choices easier throughout the week. Your weekly meal prep roadmap. Ready to create your very own meal prep masterpiece? Let's do this. Grab your favorite notebook, a colorful pen, because why not make meal planning fun, and let's map out a delicious and budget-friendly week of vegan eats. First things first, inventory your fridge, freezer, and pantry. See what you already have on hand and what needs to be used up. This is a great way to minimize food waste and save money at the same time. Next, think about your schedule for the week. Are there any nights when you'll be short on time? If so, plan for quicker meals or leftovers on those nights. And don't forget to factor in any social events or dinners out, so you don't end up with a fridge full of food that goes to waste. Now comes the fun part, choosing your recipes. Look for recipes that are budget-friendly, use ingredients you already have on hand, and can be easily doubled or tripled for leftovers. Embrace the leftovers, love your wallet. Let's talk about leftovers for a minute, shall we? I know, they don't always have the most glamorous reputation, but trust me, leftovers are a budget-conscious vegan's best friend. Think about it. You've already done the shopping, the prepping, and the cooking. Why not make the most of it and enjoy those delicious meals for a second or even third time? Leftovers are an easy way to stretch your grocery budget further and save yourself valuable time during the week. The key to loving your leftovers is to store them properly. Invest in a good set of airtight containers to keep your food fresh and prevent any unwanted flavors from mingling in the fridge. Label your containers with the date so you can keep track of how long things have been in there. And don't be afraid to get creative with your leftovers. Transform a simple salad into a hearty wrap or sandwich. Turn leftover cooked grains into a quick and easy stir-fry, or blend leftover soup into a creamy sauce for pasta. The possibilities are endless. Flexibility is key. Here's the thing about meal planning. Life happens. Sometimes those best-laid plans go out the window, and that's okay. The key is to be flexible and adaptable. Don't beat yourself up if you don't stick to your meal plan 100%. The goal isn't to create a rigid set of rules, but rather to provide a framework for making healthier and more budget-friendly choices throughout the week. If you find yourself craving something that's not on your plan, don't deny yourself. It's all about balance. Maybe you can swap out a meal later in the week or enjoy a smaller portion of your craving. And remember, meal planning is an ongoing process. What works for you one week might not work the next. Be open to adjusting your approach as needed, and don't be afraid to experiment until you find a rhythm that suits your lifestyle. Food preservation is an art that not only extends the shelf life of your ingredients, but also ensures that you're making the most of every dollar spent. This is particularly important in a vegan diet where fresh produce and homemade meals play a central role. Preserving food effectively helps in reducing waste, saving money, and also in maintaining the nutritional value of food. Understanding different preservation techniques can transform the way you manage your kitchen. From refrigeration to freezing and dry storage to more traditional methods like pickling and fermentation, each method serves unique purposes and benefits. Embracing these techniques will allow you to enjoy a diverse and nutritious diet year-round. Incorporating these preservation methods into your meal prep routine doesn't have to be daunting. Start simple, perhaps by focusing on proper refrigeration or by experimenting with freezing leftover soups and sauces. As you grow more comfortable, you can explore more complex methods like fermentation, which can add delicious flavors and probiotics to your diet. Refrigeration is one of the most common and essential methods of food preservation, crucial for keeping perishable goods like fruits, vegetables, and cooked meals fresh. However, not everything benefits from being stored in the fridge. Knowing what to refrigerate and how to organize your fridge can impact both the longevity and taste of your food. Firstly, it's important to maintain the right temperature. The ideal fridge temperature is around 37 degrees Fahrenheit, which helps slow bacterial growth without causing unwanted freezing. Keep a thermometer in your fridge to monitor this, as the built-in gauges aren't always accurate. Secondly, understand the layout of your fridge. Different areas have different temperatures. For instance, the lower shelves are generally cooler than the upper shelves. Store items like cooked meals and leftovers on the lower shelves, and use the upper shelves for items that do not require as cold an environment like fruits and condiments. Lastly, avoid overcrowding. Good air circulation is essential for maintaining the right temperature throughout. An overstuffed refrigerator can lead to warm spots and spoiled food. Regularly decluttering and organizing your fridge not only helps in better preservation, but also reduces the time spent searching for ingredients when cooking. Freezing is a fantastic way to preserve the abundance of seasonal produce or to save leftover meals for a later date. However, effective freezing requires more than just placing food in the freezer. Proper techniques can prevent freezer burn and preserve the quality of food. Always cool your food before freezing. Placing warm food in the freezer can raise the temperature, causing surrounding frozen items to partially thaw and refreeze, which can alter texture and flavor. Spread food on a baking sheet to cool evenly and quickly. Use the right containers. Air is the enemy of frozen foods, leading to freezer burn. Use airtight containers or freezer bags and squeeze out as much air as possible before sealing. For liquids like soups and sauces, leave a little space at the top of the container as liquids expand when frozen. Label everything. Include the name of the dish and the date it was frozen on each container. This practice helps keep track of how long items have been in your freezer and prevents the mystery container phenomenon, ensuring nothing stays frozen beyond its optimal use date. Dry storage essentials. Dry storage is another pivotal aspect of food preservation, especially for pantry staples like legumes, grains, nuts, and spices. Proper storage not only extends their shelf life but also maintains their nutritional quality and taste. Keep these items in a cool, dry place away from direct sunlight. Exposure to heat and moisture can lead to spoilage and the growth of mold. Pantry closets or cabinets away from heat sources like stoves or dishwashers are ideal. Use airtight containers. This not only keeps the food fresh but also prevents pests. Clear containers can help you see what you have at a glance, which aids in better inventory management and reduces waste. Rotate your stock. Use a first-in, first-out system. What you buy first should be used first. This practice ensures that nothing sits unused for too long and helps in maintaining a fresh and healthy stock of pantry essentials. Consider the use of oxygen absorbers in containers storing whole grains or legumes, especially if you buy in bulk. These can significantly extend the shelf life and freshness by removing oxygen that promotes oxidation and degradation. Savvy use of vacuum sealers. Vacuum sealing is a game changer in food preservation, especially for vegan meal preppers. By removing air around the food, vacuum sealers significantly extend the shelf life of ingredients and prepared meals, keeping them fresh and free from freezer burn when frozen. Investing in a good quality vacuum sealer can save you money in the long run. It allows you to buy in bulk, prepare meals in advance, and preserve them without compromising on taste and nutritional quality. Whether it's fresh produce, tofu, seitan, or cooked dishes, vacuum sealing can keep them fresh for months. It's not just for freezing. Vacuum-sealed items can also be refrigerated or kept in the pantry, depending on the nature of the product. For example, vacuum-sealed dried fruits or nuts can last much longer in your pantry, keeping them crunchy and delicious. Remember to label your vacuum-sealed items. While vacuum sealing greatly extends shelf life, it's still important to keep track of what you have stored to ensure optimal freshness and to rotate your stock appropriately. Pickling and fermentation basics. Pickling and fermentation are not just trendy culinary terms, they are age-old preservation techniques that can add incredible depth and flavor to your vegan diet. These methods not only extend the shelf life of foods but also enhance their nutritional value with probiotics, which are great for gut health. Start with simple recipes. Pickling can be as easy as combining vinegar, water, sugar, and salt, and then adding vegetables of your choice. Common picks include cucumbers, carrots, and onions. You can experiment with various spices to find your preferred flavor profile. Fermentation might sound intimidating, but it's quite straightforward once you get the hang of it. Begin with something simple like sauerkraut or kimchi. All you need is cabbage, salt, and a bit of patience as the natural fermentation process does its work. Both pickling and fermentation require specific conditions. Cool, dark, and clean environments are best. Ensure your containers are sterile and your ingredients are fresh to achieve the best results. With practice, you can start adding these delicious preserved foods to your regular meal rotations. Being creative with leftovers is an essential skill for anyone meal prepping on a budget. Leftovers can be transformed into new and exciting dishes with just a bit of creativity, reducing waste and making the most of every ingredient. Consider the structure of your leftovers when thinking of ways to repurpose them. Grains and legumes can become part of a new salad, or be used as a base for a hearty casserole. Vegetable scraps can be saved and used to make a nutritious homemade broth, which can then be used as a base for soups and stews. Don't shy away from using spices, herbs, or sauces to give leftovers a new life. A different seasoning can completely change the flavor profile of a dish, making it feel entirely new. Lastly, consider the presentation. Sometimes just plating your leftovers in a new and appealing way can make them more enticing. This not only makes your meals more enjoyable, but also ensures that you look forward to eating them rather than feeling like you're just clearing out the fridge. To wrap up, mastering the art of food preservation and storage is key to successful and budget-friendly vegan meal prep. By understanding and utilizing various techniques like refrigeration, freezing, dry storage, vacuum sealing, pickling, and fermentation, you can extend the life of your food, reduce waste, and enjoy a diverse and nutritious diet throughout the year. Always remember to adapt these methods to suit your specific needs and preferences. The goal is to make your meal prep process as efficient, enjoyable, and economical as possible. With these skills, you can ensure that every meal is as fresh and flavorful as possible, keeping your vegan journey both exciting and sustainable. Embrace these practices and you'll find that vegan meal prep on a budget not only becomes easier but also more rewarding. Here's to fresh, flavorful, and financially savvy eating. So there you have it, friends. We've journeyed through the ins and outs of mastering vegan meal prep on a budget, and guess what? It's not only possible, it's totally doable and incredibly rewarding. We've busted the myth that vegan eating has to be expensive, proving that with a little planning, creativity, and a whole lot of deliciousness, you can enjoy vibrant, plant-based meals without breaking the bank. Remember those pantry staples we talked about? Beans, lentils, rice, oats. These humble ingredients are like the superheroes of affordable vegan eating, packing in tons of nutrition without the hefty price tag. And let's not forget the magic of spices. They're the secret weapon for transforming simple dishes into flavor-packed masterpieces, all while being incredibly budget-friendly. Your empowering vegan journey starts now. Embracing a vegan lifestyle is about so much more than just the food we eat. It's about aligning our values with our choices, showing compassion for animals, and taking care of our planet. And guess what? It can be incredibly empowering to know that you can live in line with your values without sacrificing flavor or breaking the bank. Remember that every small step you take, every plant-based meal you create makes a difference. It's a ripple effect, inspiring those around you and contributing to a kinder, more sustainable world. So embrace the journey, celebrate your successes, and remember that you're part of something truly special. Small steps, big flavor, tiny budget. One of the most beautiful things about vegan cooking is its versatility. There are endless possibilities to explore, flavors to discover, and culinary creations to bring to life. Don't be afraid to get creative in the kitchen, experiment with new ingredients, and put your own unique spin on classic dishes. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Some days, you might nail your meal prep, while other days, you might rely on a simple bowl of oatmeal. And that's okay. Every step you take towards a more conscious and compassionate way of eating is a step in the right direction. So, embrace the journey, have fun with it, and remember that every delicious and affordable vegan meal you create is a victory for your health, your wallet, and the planet. Keep experimenting, keep learning, and most importantly, keep enjoying the incredible flavors of plant-based cooking. Join the affordable vegan revolution. The vegan movement is growing stronger every day, and it's more accessible than ever to be a part of it. You are not alone on this journey. Connect with other passionate individuals, share your favorite recipes, and support each other along the way. There's a vibrant online community just waiting to welcome you with open arms and delicious plant-based recipes. Remember that every time you choose a delicious and affordable vegan meal over an expensive and unsustainable alternative, you're making a statement. You're voting with your fork for a kinder, more compassionate, and sustainable world. And that's something to be incredibly proud of. So go forth, spread the word, and show the world that vegan eating is not only delicious and nutritious, but also incredibly affordable and accessible to everyone. Let's create a ripple effect of positive change, one plant-based meal at a time. Savor every bite, celebrate every saving. As you embark on your budget-friendly vegan adventure, remember to savor every bite and celebrate every saving. Take pride in knowing that you're nourishing your body with delicious, wholesome food while also being mindful of your budget and the planet. Remember that this is a journey, not a race. There will be times when you feel like a vegan meal prep superstar, and there will be times when you're short on time and relying on simple meals. And that's perfectly okay. The important thing is to keep learning, keep growing, and keep enjoying the incredible flavors of plant-based eating. So go forth, my friend, and embrace the delicious and affordable world of vegan meal prep. Your taste buds, your wallet, and the planet will thank you. Thanks for watching and happy cooking. Until next time, subscribe for more health and wellness tips.